Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Sweet Views at your side, along Mitarashi's route. We're at the restaurant now. Mitarashi's eating lots of meat because he believes that meat heals all wounds, apparently. So, I don't know. I'm thinking we're probably going to be sitting here when the rest of the people show up after their hard day at work, clearing another attraction. Let's see. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. No, I do.
Damn, you're pretty excited.
Sorry. I guess I got a little carried away.
Alright, well, if you really want to hear it, I can tell you the rest while I eat.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were listening to his story. He picked up another massive hunk of meat and leaned back in his chair.
After my grandma took me in, I started to develop some, let's call them attitude problems. My grandma did everything she could to help me, but it ended up kind of backfiring on both of us. No kid likes somebody breathing down his back, even if they're just trying to help, and I've always been real big on handling things my own way too. Anyway, the point is, I was an immature little brat.
He gave me a grin, but it seemed a little bitter and his eyes were sad.
So, since I was getting sick of my grandma's obsessive mothering, I went home less and less, and started just walking around the streets at night. Well, through junior high and high school, I was a pretty bad egg. Anybody who started a fight with me got his ass handed to him. Soon, I was leading one of the local gangs. Not exactly my proudest moment.
Yeah, he totally looks that part.
But all those kids were just looking for something they felt like they could belong to, so I couldn't tell them to get lost. And once I take something on, I don't like leaving it half done, so I couldn't leave either.
He scratched at his head awkwardly. He's always cared about other people, even when he was leading a gang. I'm not surprised all those other kids were willing to follow him.
After a while, I started thinking it wouldn't be so bad to just stay with those guys and see where life took me, but, well, obviously it didn't.
What happened?
Oh, well, right after I graduated high school, my grandma died, and she was the only real family I had left.
Oh no.
I remember the last thing she said to me. I don't care what you do with your life, but I hope you'll be someone like your mother, someone who can put a smile on anyone's face. I'd put her through hell a lot while I was growing up, but she never said a word about it. As soon as she died, I realized what I'd been missing. I wished I'd been home more, talked to her more. I wished I'd wised up and gone back to school. But hindsight's 20/20, right? You never regret stuff you can actually fix.
Well, some people do. Mitarashi. I thought I could see the beginnings of tears at the corners of his eyes.
Damn. Sorry for getting all weepy on you. Anyway, the point is I didn't have a family anymore, so I decided to become an escort. See? Not that exciting.
Where did he decide escort out of all that? He laughed. No, it was. I mean, well, maybe not entertaining, I guess, but I'm still happy I got to hear it.
Well, I'm happy I told you then.
Me too, we got to know you a little better. He'd been through a lot, but it had taught him to care about others. Even if he's rough around the edges, it's not because he wants to hurt anyone. I bet all he wants to do is make people smile. Maybe that's why he started doing what he does in the first place, so he could make women smile. That seemed about right. Yep, I think so.
Don't tell anybody though, okay?
Why? He held his finger up in front of his lips.
Especially Subaru. He'd never let me forget about it.
I don't think he would say anything, really. He let out another laugh and grinned. Why did you tell me all this? I mean, it's pretty personal stuff.
Honestly, I don't know. But remember how you said the same thing my mother used to say?
Nothing like seeing a kid smile?
Yeah, I guess hearing that made me feel like I could, I don't know, tell you stuff. None of the ladies I see at work are anything like you. You're just, I don't know, more fun. It didn't feel weird to tell you.
I'd forgotten for a moment just what Mitarashi was, but that had brought it back into sharp focus. Oh, don't think of it that way. Don't label the man. Do you tell your customers too? Of course not.
Hell no. I think you're probably the first person I've told about, well, any of this.
Oh. I was glad he felt like he could tell me about himself, but I couldn't help but feel sad about the fact that it was his job to be nice to women.
What's wrong? You look upset.
I looked up to see Mitarashi had leaned in to examine my face. Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I blushed and he grinned.
Well, I guess I can't blame you. I just gave you the whole sob story, and you probably don't even know what to do with it. I'm not fishing for sympathy, you know.
Yeah, you don't seem like that type of guy. It's okay, I understand.
Great, so let's get back to work.
You want to go look for Urabe?
I was thinking I'd go grab a drink first. That was a lot of talking, and I'm pretty thirsty. And I might as well grab a snack while I'm back there.
Hopefully the guys will come back with Urabe before you leave again. You're still hungry? How can he be so hungry after eating all that meat? He laughed and jogged off toward the back of the restaurant. How much can this man eat? Why are we back at Alice Cart? Once we'd finally finished eating, we headed to Alice Cart, the attraction closest to the restaurant. Ah, so it's still early in the day, I guess.
We were here just a few days ago, but it already feels kind of nostalgic, you know?
Well, it was quite an adventure.
What should we do now? The bees were a bust, so we're out of clues.
Oh, look! There's a piglet near the entrance.
Great, let's go see if it can tell us anything.
We shouldn't even be here. Should we be talking to the piglets? We walked over and the piglet looked up as we approached, confused.
Hey, you know where Urabe went?
I guess not. It shrugged. He has long hair and looks very serene. He has this crystal ball with him, and he looks kind of like, a wizard? Or fortune teller? Have you seen anybody like that lately? I don't know what. The piglet just shook its head.
Damn, he doesn't know anything.
Yeah, it seems like, although, even if he did, Hawkstein might have ordered him not to say anything.
You got a point there. Well, if we can't trust the piglets, we'll just have to figure it out on our own.
Disappointed, we turned to leave the attraction.
Oi, have you found what you were looking for?
Nope. What?
That voice! Where are you, you bastard?
You think he's gonna tell you? Nearby, we spotted one of the Hogstein statues.
Oink! So you lied to me about being sick, and now you're off traipsing around through my park. Unacceptable! Give me a break. Where the hell have you got Urabe? We found his beads in front of your damn castle, so we know you got him.
Is he gonna send us on a wild goose chase?
Ah, yes. Well, Kimimaru Urabe did indeed visit me yesterday. He was, get this, trying to get me to stop the game and release all of you.
Really? Then he was on our side.
Then you do have him. Where? Well, to be honest, I was just going to use him as a hostage, but then I realized you guys had snuck in here. So I changed my plans. Go find him. Oink, oink, oink. You got until midnight. If you can't find him by then, I'll blow up the attraction and Kimimaru Urabe.
What?
I'm so excited to get 2 games at once today.
Before we could protest, he hung up. So did they really change the whole story, or is everybody else really doing something completely different this time around instead of the shopping mall thing to rescue Urabe?
Damn it, another game.
And with Urabe's life on the line, and just us two.
We don't have time to sit around moping then. Let's get moving.
What, you're gonna help us? Huh? What is it? Just as we turned to leave, the piglet tried to stop us.
What? We're busy. Can it wait?
No, if he's trying to stop us, it must be something important. Wait, I don't think he'd try and stop me unless it was important. Maybe he wants to help us. The piglet nodded vigorously. See?
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Running around is just gonna waste time. Let's see what he's got.
He could be instructed to take us to where we're supposed to go. Mitarashi folded his arms and frowned, but at least he'd stopped trying to leave. The piglet was trying hard to communicate something, but I couldn't figure out what his gestures meant.
Huh? What's that?
It's big? No.
Maybe he's talking about donuts?
I just love the despondent piglet look. The piglet shook its head. Everybody in this game is just horrible, horrible at charades. World? Country? I think he's trying to tell us about something big.
What's the biggest thing here?
Oh, maybe he means the whole park. That's it. This time the piglet nodded. Oh, okay, good. The whole park, got it.
Then why didn't he just say, oh, yeah, right.
Okay, what about the park? What? You're not helping. He kept flailing his arms around, but we couldn't understand anything of what he was trying to say. I know he's trying to tell us something about a location here in the park, but... Oh, come on, Piglet. The piglet mined a miserable sigh, as it felt bad for not being clearer. Why don't you draw a little map on the ground or something?
You know what? Screw this. Let's just go. We're gonna have better luck by ourselves.
No, I think whatever the piglet's trying to tell us is really important. Let's see, we have to choose. Don't be so impatient. Chill out, Mitarashi, you're always rushing off. Going off half-cocked. Don't be so impatient. I'm pretty sure whatever he's trying to tell us is really important. I didn't like being harsh, but Mitarashi wasn't thinking clearly.
You're right. I'm sorry. I just hate sitting still.
Yeah, we've noticed over the last couple days. I understand how you feel, but Arabe's life is in our hands right now. We can't afford to run off half-cocked. I just used the exact same term.
Oh, I know. Man, it's a good thing you're here. If it was just me, I would have punched this guy in the face and run off by now. And Arabe would. Anyway, thanks.
Well, if it wasn't for you, Arabe might be okay with the other guys. It's going to take forever to figure out what this piglet is trying to tell us, though. I wish we had something, anything.
Damn it. What is all this supposed to mean? If we don't hurry up, the attraction Arabe's in is going to blow up.
Wait, did you say attraction?
Yeah. Don't you remember what Hogstein said? I'll blow up the attraction and Kimimaru Urabe.
That's it. That was the hint. I've been so shaken up when he said Arabe might die, I totally overlooked the most important part.
Huh? What do you mean?
Hogstein said he'd blow up the attraction and Arabe. That means he's trapped inside of one of the attractions.
Oh!
That means we can cut down our search locations quite a bit. Well, yeah, they say that, but couldn't he be in an attraction that we've already cleared? Hogstein didn't say anything about, not reusing locations to hide him. So, if we can just figure out which attraction it is... Are you going to give us a hint? He jumped up and down. This is the same gesture as before. Are you telling us which attraction? Jumping over? Oh, do you mean an attraction we've already finished? There we go, so I was right.
Looks like you got it. How the hell did you figure that out?
I couldn't have done it without you. Well, of course he's probably would have put him in an attraction we haven't been to because he doesn't want to cancel any of the rest of the days.
Now we finally got something to really go on.
Yeah, be proud of yourself.
Huh, thanks for the help, bro.
Well, we can rule out the hospital.
I get it. If it's an attraction we've already beaten, then it won't interfere with the game the others are playing if Hogstein blows it up.
Okay, let's run through the attractions we finished.
Well, we beat the Bloodstained Hospital, and we're at Alice Cart right now. That just leaves... Samurai Fantasy 7.
We both said it at the same time.
Let's get moving.
We waved goodbye to the piglet and took off at a run. Our destination was the attraction we visited on the very first day, Samurai Fantasy 7. Anything different about it this time? When we arrived, we found that the doors to Samurai Fantasy 7 had been shut tight. Oh great, we gotta find an alternative way in.
What's going on? I thought this was the place.
Yeah, I thought so too.
There's a piglet over there. Maybe he knows something.
But when we asked about Arabe, the piglet just shrugged. I just work here.
So, we were wrong?
Did we misinterpret what the piglet was saying? Or had that just been another trick to lure us into Hogstein's trap?
Well, we don't have any more clues, and we don't have the time to look everywhere. If the piglet was telling the truth, then there aren't any other attractions we finished.
Other attractions? Something felt wrong. Hold on a minute. I think... Oh wait, what about the space ride that everybody else cleared without us? Let's see. That's right. Yesterday. Me and my brilliant insights. That's it. It doesn't have to be you and me that beat the attraction. It just has to have been beaten. Maybe Urabe's at that Moonlight Ox thing they did yesterday.
Of course. Man, that's sneaky.
Not really.
You did good. Glad you're on my side.
He grinned and patted my head. That must have been a really hard pat for shaking the screen like that. It's nice to be appreciated and all, but I feel like he's still treating me like a kid.
Huh? What's wrong? Why are you giving me that look?
I'm fine, it's just, I feel like you always treat me like a kid. He blinked.
Oh, well, I guess even a high school student can still be a grown-up lady, huh?
Well, not really. He took his hand off my head. I guess it's all in how you look at it. He didn't have to stop that part. Wait, what am I thinking? You just can't decide, can you, Saki? Anyway, we should get going.
Yeah, you're right. To Moonlight Ox to save Urabe.
I wonder what everybody else is dealing with then. I guess the same attraction, just not rescuing Urabe.
Here we are.
By the time we reached Moonlight Ox attraction, the sun had already gone down. We didn't know the way there, and we'd gotten lost even after going back to the plaza to check the map. It's so pretty. Really? I have to disagree. Even though I knew it was just a theme park attraction, the towering spaceship standing in front of the night sky was breathtaking. Wow, I'd kind of forgotten that this place was made for people to have fun. If we weren't fighting for our lives, we'd be here having a great time. As we moved closer, my cell phone began to ring. Who could... Oh, Shido? I thought we couldn't contact anyone during a game. What am I doing? I need to answer it. Hello?
What were you thinking?
His voice was so loud and furious, I almost dropped my phone in surprise.
Are you completely... Yes, alright. Sorry, I lost my temper.
I could hear someone else's voice behind Shido, possibly telling him to calm down.
We finished our game and left, but when we got out, Hogstein told us the two of you were in the middle of a different game. He said you snuck back into the park to look for Urabe. Is this true?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just no stopping Mitarashi.
The two of you are insane. Still, you're doing this for a compatriot, so I can't say I'm completely unsympathetic. Where are you right now?
We're at Moonlight Ox. We think Urabe might be inside.
Oh, Moonlight Ox, huh?
His voice sounded dark. Is something wrong?
We had a tough time with that one. If you head inside, keep your guard up. It's not going to be easy.
Well, it should be different, I would think. I'm sure he's not going to have the same thing planned.
Let me give you a quick overview.
Wait!
What?
I thought we weren't allowed to contact each other during the games.
I made a deal with Hogstein for one phone call. We can't come help, but we can give you some information.
Oh, that sucks. I was hoping everybody could come help us finish this off. Without waiting for my assent, he launched into an explanation of Moonlight Ox. The basic game had you pairing up, getting on a small ship, and trying to escape the colony. Why do we have to hear this again? We already heard it earlier from them. We would be fighting aliens, and they would be defeated by shooting the jewels on their foreheads. Of course our ship would have a jewel too, and if that was hit, it'd be game over. I don't remember that in the other playthrough.
You need to pay special attention to the forks. Those decisions are going to determine whether you succeed or fail.
Okay, forks, got it.
That's all I can really tell you. I hope it helps.
I'm sure it will, thanks. We'll handle it from here.
Good to hear. Don't push yourselves too hard. We're all rooting for you back here.
Shido hung up, and I shut my phone and slipped it back in my pocket. You know, I don't think Mitarashi said anything that whole conversation. Was he listening? I looked over to see him standing completely still, his mouth hanging open as he stared at the rocket. Oh, he's just mesmerized by the sight before him. What?
Wow! That is so awesome!
What? His face was slack with awe and delight.
This is just spectacular. I mean, it looks like we're really in space, doesn't it? Because of the stars. Oh man, I could just stare at this forever.
Wow, he's really into it, isn't he? I had a feeling he liked theme parks already, but geez, he's not kidding around.
Ah! Oh man, if we weren't stuck in this stupid game, I'd spend all day here.
But you'd miss the rest of the park.
Right? Isn't it awesome?
His face was so open and innocent, and just genuinely happy, that I couldn't help smiling. Sure.
Why are you laughing?
You're just being so cute. Well, I was just thinking about how you obviously love parks like this, and how cute that it was. I laughed again, and he blushed bright red. Oh,
It's not like like them or anything. There's just this girl that came to the club and kept talking about them, and,
Oh, it's alright. You don't have to pretend with us, Mitarashi.
Hey, stop that. Don't laugh. And don't call me cute. What guy wants to be called cute?
I can't help it, it's the truth. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to tease you or anything. It was a compliment. But he just blushed again, and I let out another burst of laughter.
Okay, fine, you got me. I love theme parks. There, I said it. You got a problem with that?
He was trying his best to sound serious, but even Mitarashi couldn't make an admission of love for theme parks sound threatening.
It's just really embarrassing to be an adult and admit that you like this kiddie stuff.
It's not kiddie stuff, come on. Lots of adults love theme parks. I'm 40, and both my sisters and I, and my mother still, we all love going to Disney World.
I'm only telling you this because I trust you, alright? Don't you dare tell anyone.
Of course, cross my heart. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy he told me about his parents and this. I feel kinda special. Yeah, it would make anyone feel special. I would like to have made him squirm a little longer, but we had things to do. Ah, Saki, you're a little bit sadistic, huh? That was Shido on the phone. He told me a little about this attraction we're about to go into.
Wait, he called you? I thought we weren't allowed to do that.
Were you not paying attention at all? You were just totally enraptured by the rocket? I guess he made some kind of deal with Hogstein.
Huh. Well, that's a lucky break. So, what'd he tell you?
As quickly as I could, I went back over everything Shido had said. And hopefully we won't have to do again. It was so dark I could barely see the piglet waiting at the entrance.
Dozo.
With a few gestures, it guided us to a small spaceship.
Huh, check it out. This is the real deal right here.
We're going to have to beat this with just the two of us. Shido said they had a pretty tough time. I wonder what's out there. Well, hopefully it's been adjusted for just 2 players. I shivered a little when I remembered that our lives and Shirabe's were riding on one mysterious game.
What's wrong? You scared?
I'm worried about Urabe. He paused halfway into the spaceship. I'm a little scared. Yeah, I guess I'm a little scared. During the day, the attraction might have looked fun and inviting, but in the dark...
It's okay.
I felt his arms wrap around my body and hold me tight. Oh, give me a picture.
I'll be here for you, whatever happens.
My body began to relax as I listened to his calm voice in my ear.
I promise I'll never let you cry.
Oh, Mitarashi, you're such a sweetheart. Mitarashi. There in his arms, I felt safe. How could you not with such a big guy like that? We've only got the 2 of us, but as long as I'm with him, I think we'll be okay. The brains and the brawn. Make a pretty good pair, really.
Unfortunately, we can't really stay like this forever.
With that, he let me go. I had no doubt my entire face was red enough to be a traffic light, but maybe in the dim light he wouldn't see, or so I hoped. Well, after all the stuff you put him through, you could stand to be spotted blushing a bit here.
Alright, let's move.
We climbed into the spaceship. But just before it began to move, the power for the entire attraction shut off with a whump.
Damn, it's pitch black.
So they do have something different in mind for us. Oh no, did we run out of time?
No, we should still have some time left. What the hell's going on?
In response, a familiar voice crackled over the PA.
I'm so proud of you that you've come this far, but unfortunately that's it for today. We'll have to save the fun for tomorrow.
What's gonna happen to Urabe? If you lock us out now, then the time limit's gonna run out.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll start tomorrow afternoon at the same time as the other game.
You mean we're gonna have to still be separate from everybody else?
And I'll extend the time limit to 7 p.m. tomorrow. Boy, I'm so generous.
Thank you so much, Count Hogstein. Then the speaker went quiet. So he wants to run both games at the same time.
Damn it, I'm getting real tired of him using our lives for entertainment.
He let out a frustrated sigh.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to spend the night here. Guess this seat is better than nothing.
Man, we don't even get to go back to the ship. He pulled off his coat and draped it around my shoulders. Oh, thank you. The coat still carried his warmth and a little of his smell. Maybe the darkness was just making my other senses more sensitive, but it felt like he was very close. Oh, geez, my heart's really starting to go at it. Aren't you cold?
Nah, I'm good. Alright, no I'm not. It's pretty chilly out here.
Then... I tried to give his coat back, but instead he slipped under it as well. There we go. No reason we can't both cuddle in its warmth. That's right.
Looks like this is our only option.
He pulled me close so we were both covered. I could almost hear his heart beating. Oh.
We ought to keep warm, right? This ought to do it.
Our faces were so close, if I moved they might touch. I could see myself reflected in his eyes. My breath caught in my throat, and he turned his head a little to the side.
Huh. Man, this is kinda awkward. I never get flustered like this at work, but...
But what? There was something almost boyish about his embarrassment. We could die at any time. Why was I thinking about him like that? It hardly seemed like the right time. But it's still just so cute. Do I have feelings for him? I guess I must. I thought back to when I'd read the word friend in my uncle's text and felt that there was something off about it. I get it now. Mitarashi was more than a friend. He had been for a long time. Well, not a long time, you've only been here for a couple days. But we were in the middle of a game, and I didn't have the time to love, and I didn't want to give him another thing to worry about. I had to do something, though, or I was going to go crazy. Maybe... Ryusei,
It's Ryuji.
What?
Ryusei is my stage name, I guess. My real name is Ryuji.
Ryuji? I listened to each syllable as I said it, savoring the feeling.
Well, I told you my life story. Might as well tell you my name, too.
You didn't have to do that.
Knock it off with a demure act while you're at it. It's been bugging the hell out of me.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, that's better. Alright, we've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow, so I think we better get some sleep. Night, Saki.
I guess he meant, stop being so formal, wanted us to be more casual in our speak. It was so warm and safe next to him that I could already feel myself beginning to fall asleep. Good night, Ryuji. People are going to think it's weird if I call him that in front of everybody else. And we can skip this.
Good morning, more or less. Anyway, time to continue with your game. Have a nice trip.
Hogstein's voice was a rude awakening in more ways than one, as was the realization that we'd slept until noon. Jeez, really? Mitarashi lifted himself up from our makeshift bed and stretched. No breakfast for us.
Oh man, did you hear that? My neck is popping like nobody's business.
Yeah, my shoulders hurt too. It wasn't surprising, really. The spaceship was hardly comfortable. Besides, it wasn't the most restful sleep. Hard to stay cool when you're sleeping next to somebody like Ryuji.
We sure slept in, though. Guess we must have been pretty tired.
Well, we did spend all day running around the park, and you ate about 20 pounds of meat. Meat always puts me right to sleep.
Hey, that meat was to help me feel better. And if you're going to make a crack about my eating habits, lead with that. Stop being so shy. We went over this.
Right. Yeah. Darn right I will. This might take a little getting used to. Anyway, I should concentrate. The others are playing their game right now, too. We need to do our best. Yep, everybody else is dressing up as furries and playing instruments right now.
Hey, would you look at that? The power's back on.
Protect the energy gem and destroy the enemy forces to escape the colony. As the announcement played, the ship slowly began to move.
Oh, so the ship's on some kind of tracks. It'll move automatically.
He nodded to himself and began to look around the ship.
So, this must be how you steer it. We could turn the ship 360 degrees, looks like.
Ryuji gave the stick a few experimental pushes, and the ship turned left and then right.
Alright, I get that part. And I'm guessing we shoot the enemies with this gun. But, what was that stuff about an energy gem?
I think it's that jewel on the front of the ship. Shido said those jewels are the weak point on the enemies and on us.
Then we're set. Let's kick some ass.
Ryuji took the gun, and I took the stick. And we're off. To rescue Arabe. The ship moved through the colony as we got ready to fight. In the cockpit was a digital display of the entire colony, showing what I assumed was our current location and the location of the exit. Wait, what's this? In addition to our location and the exit, There were several other points on the map marked E.
Hey, snap out of it. They're here.
Ah, no time to think. I looked up again, and right in front of us was an alien.
Yeah.
I guess you got it. With a roar, Ryuji fired, and one of his shots hit the jewel on the alien's forehead. The jewel turned bright red, and the alien sunk down into the floor.
Yes, one down.
And who knows how many to go. Uh-oh, did we get hit? Whoa! Suddenly, the ship shook. We were under attack.
Damn it, they're coming from behind.
I leaned on the stick and spun the ship around.
I thought you could sneak up on us, huh? Well, now it's our... What?
Oh my gosh! Urabe! But it wasn't an alien, it was Urabe, tied to a cross. Urabe!
Hey, Urabe, can you hear me?
His hands and feet were tied, and his head hung limply between his shoulders. He's unconscious. Whoa!
Is he attacking us?
Another shot fired from the cross barely missed the bow of our ship. Okay, that's weird. So we're being attacked by a cross that Urabe is tied to.
Damn it, what the hell are we supposed to do? If we shoot, we'll hit Urabe.
We gotta figure it out. As the next shot flew past us, I thought I saw a flash of blue behind the cross. Wait, is there something... It looks like a jewel. Of course, there's an alien hiding behind the cross. Shoot the light behind the cross.
Blue light, got it.
Did he get it? Ryuji lined up his shot, squinted, and pulled the trigger. Almost as if it could see its death coming, the alien fired off a last desperate volley of shots. What? But he hadn't aimed at the ship. He aimed at me.
Saki, watch out!
Ryuji dropped the gun and threw his arm out desperately in front of my face. Oh, not another injury!
Ugh.
Ryuji! There was a crack and his arm flew backward. Don't be so reckless! That's right, he likes it when we buried him. Don't be so reckless!
Hey, come on. Protecting a lady I got a thing for is being reckless.
Oh. I could see sweat beading on his forehead, but he still gave me a grin.
Point is, I'm fine. But what about Urabe?
After Ryuji shot the alien, the cross Urabe had been tied to had sunk into the floor. Man, are they going to just keep using him as a shield over and over? Well, that's going to be a big pain in the butt. But we're going to have to leave all this video here and pick it up in the next episode. So anyway, hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.